So if you're thinking of starting an online business, or any business in fact, or maybe you already have a business of some kind, then if you're not at the level you want to be, then I'm going to give you my single best piece of advice that will not only help you in your business and your profits, will actually help you in your everyday life. Now, as you can see from this screenshot, this is actually a quick snapshot of my PayPal account, and as you can see, the sales are over £300,000 for the last 12-month period. Now, I'm not showing you this to be big-headed or to show off or anything like that. I just want to show you this because the piece of advice that I'm going to tell you does actually work, and hopefully this is proof that it does. Now, by no means is this my only income. This is just the sales that I've generated via PayPal. As you've probably seen from the other videos, there's income from things such as ClickBank and my property portfolio, plus a number of other different revenue streams. So by no means is this my only source of income, but if it was, then the sales of 301,000 in the last 12 months isn't too shabby. Now, as a business owner, the number one goal that should be on your mind is to grow that business and increase your profit margin, because a quote that I heard the other day, which is actually lies very true, is if your business is not growing, then you're dying. And there couldn't be a truer word said, because if your business is not evolving or not growing, then you're being left behind. Now, it's taken me a number of years to realise this, and to be honest, I never actually implemented what I'm about to tell you until a few years ago, and more so recently I've started to implement it in not only my business but my life and other areas of my life, and it's definitely improved my overall wealth, my overall health, fitness, business and everything. Now, the thing that I'm going to tell you, and the thing that I see people are just not aware of and they completely ignore this or look over it, is mindset. Now, I know that some people probably roll their eyes and think, oh, I'm not listening to that mumbo jumbo, but please stick with me, because I've actually done this myself, and I know that a lot of wealthy people, they all have a different mindset to what most of us start out as. And to give you an example, let's say that you decide you're starting your own business because you want to replace your income and you want to be your own boss. Now, let's say you earn £2,000 a month at your job, and now you're thinking, oh, I can start my own business. I can have 100 clients, charge them £20 a month. I can get to £2,000 a month. Maybe I can get to £3,000 a month with a few extra clients. So you're setting your bar here. Now, this is your mindset. Your mindset is £2,000 or £3,000 per month. Now, your brain will get to work, and you'll more than likely you will reach this level. Now, if you reach this level, that's 100% of your aim or your goal, so to say. Now, I've been guilty of this before, and I know that the majority of people that get into business or try to start a business all fall in the same trap. And it's that mindset of where you want to be, what you think you can achieve, and what level you think you can get at. So for you to succeed and to grow, you need to change your mindset. Now, instead of thinking £2,000 or £3,000 per month here, you should be thinking way higher. So think £100,000 a month. Now, you might be thinking this is totally out of reach. Jason, what are you talking about? You're talking a load of rubbish. There's no way I can get there. And the answer is maybe you can't, maybe you won't. But this is where the whole mindset things come into play, because let's say you're at £3,000 per month here and you reach that £3,000 a month target. You've just reached 100% of your mindset of your goals. Now, if you aim at £100,000 per month, and let's say you only get to 50% of the way, you're earning £50,000 per month. Okay, so you can see that by setting your goals higher and your income or anything, whatever it is, if you set it really high and you only get 20% there, that 20% is far better than 100% of a low figure. Now, this is something that's taken me years and years to understand and to realise. I always set about, when I was creating websites or creating membership sites, if I can sell 100 memberships and charge £10 a month, that's another £1,000 per month. So in the last few years, I've actually changed my mindset and increased everything massively. So even if it involves property investing, now currently I own 6 buy-to-let properties. Now in my head, my mindset is to own a massive portfolio of 100 properties. Now this might not be achievable, I understand that, but if I keep this in my mind and I always work towards that 100, which seems a million miles away, if I only get 30% of the way there, that's 30 rental properties that I'll own. And some people might think, if I could own 4 rental properties, I could live a comfortable life, I can earn a bit of income from that. And it takes all that effort and energy just to get to those 4 properties. Now, you should be thinking 40 properties or 50 properties or 100 properties. And your mindset should be based around what is involved to get there, what it would be like to own them, feel what somebody already in that position feels like, how they would live their life, how they are successful, and then you should work at getting there. But if you don't get there, don't worry about it, because if you only get 20, 30 or 40%, then you become very successful. If you want to be a millionaire, then you have to think like a millionaire. This PayPal screenshot, which I showed you, of £301,000 in sales over the last 12 months, does not impress me in the slightest. Now, for some people, they will be overwhelmed with this amount of money. And for other people, it's just pittance. And this is because everybody's mindset is different. And over the last few years, as I've already mentioned, my mindset has grown, it's increased, and I see things differently than I did before, and I see things differently than other people. So when I'm starting a new venture or working on my business, I'm not thinking a few sales here or sell X amount of products or a couple of grand extra. I'm thinking big. I'm thinking this £301,000 in sales should be over £1 million in sales. Now, if I get to the £1 million per year in sales, then great, and I'll probably shift my mindset even higher, which is only natural. But if I don't and I only get to 500,000, then that's still a lot of money, and it's still a very, very good achievement. So as I said at the start, it's not only a business that you can apply this to, it is actually everyday life, whether it be fitness, your relationships, your happiness, your parenting, anything. If you set your goals and your mindset up here, but you only get to here, then you've done a really good job. If your mindset is, oh, I'll get by on this, I'll just do okay at this, if I can only just do a bit here, then guess what? You're not going to achieve much. I know it sounds harsh, and I know that I'm probably referring to a lot of people when I say this, but this is the sole reason why 90% of the population are either in debt or they get by on a monthly wage, they don't have any savings, they don't have any assets. And all this boils down to your actual mindset. So if you've heard of Grant Cardone, then you probably heard of his book called 10X. Now, this is basically what I've actually just described in this video. So he explains it. You should try and 10X everything that you're trying to achieve. So if your business turns over £10,000 per month, your mindset and your target should be 10 times this amount. And then, like I said before, if you don't actually reach 100% there, you only get to 50, 60%, then that is far, far better than 100% of 10,000. So 60% of 100,000 is far, far better than 100% of 10,000, if you get my drift. So whatever you're working on at the minute, whether it's trying to build a portfolio of properties or start a new business or get into shape, whatever it is, just always think in your mind to 10x what your original thoughts or original goals were. Put your mindset from here to here, and then always think of what it's like to be at this level and what it takes to be at this level, and your brain will actually do what it can subconsciously to get to where your thoughts are. And I can actually vouch for this because I've done it myself over the past few years, and I continue to do it for the rest of my life. If you don't think big, then you can't be big. Now, I hope you've taken something from this video. Again, I've just switched the camera on and started waffling on about some business advice. Now, hope it made sense because I have no idea if it did or not. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, and if you've taken anything from this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button, because it really helps a small channel like mine to grow. And I'll definitely be publishing more videos about business, making money online, investing and property. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you soon.